See that shady guy, Creeps and Purrs? He's driving what appears to be a city truck. He was just outside my house taking pictures. That guy right there. Now, I'm not a suspicious person, but I am a person that does know that you could be staking out a house.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
Why, hello, Creeps and Purrs. Last night, I was hanging out with Mr. Harry Johnson the Clown. He had some people over. Normally, I don't mingle with the clown's friends. Harry's friends are very, very unique. They are all special snowflakes, much like myself. Harry does not discriminate, nor does he have the normal biases that most people would have. Harry will let anybody in, which is one of the things that I admire about him and I see as a strength, but it's also one of the things that I look at him and I see as a weakness and just wonder, are you stupid? So it's a strength and a weakness all at the same time, which is odd. That's a paradox. Put that in your quantum fusion reactor and suck on it. Have started to teach me a lot about Flailer County. Flailer County will eat a man up, chew him up, spit him out, then come back around for more. In Flailer County, they don't care. There's none of that. There's definitely a different set of rules here. You're not going to find Flailer County on one of the, hot spots when you go touring this summer. If you do happen to see Flailer County on a map, it's probably going to be circled with a warning sign saying detour, do not go through Flailer County, and if you must go through Flailer County, do it during the day with your doors locked at 120 miles an hour. And don't stop for nothing, because if you stop for something, a flailer's going to jump in, or maybe a face licker, or maybe both. Maybe you have both. You have a flailer in your front seat, you have a face licker in the back being all, then what you going to do? What you going to do? Nothing. That's what you're going to do. This town's like the Wild Wild West. Hell, the Wild Wild West wasn't as Wild Wild West as this fucking town is. If it hadn't been for the protection of Harry, this town would have eaten me up and spit me out already. Hell, I'm still talking like I could handle this town on my own. Not yet. I haven't graduated to that status yet. But at least I have protection. Have some of the locals. Harry's been around a while. He knows Flailer County, and his friends have also been around a while, and they know Flailer County. So I know the right people to know, if you know what I mean. Ripped off. They'll do that. They'll just rip your face off out here. They don't care. They'll rip your face off, and then a couple days later they'll come back around wanting to charge you like $19.95 for that shit. Like, here, you want to buy this face? I found it. And you'll be like, that's my face. And they'll be like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. You're buying this face. You better buy this fucking face. Isn't there law enforcement in Flailer County? Law enforcement in Flailer County? The cops are more corrupt than the crooks. You pray that the police don't show up to help you out. The corruption in Flailer County starts at the bottom. Maybe sewage worker or whatever. DMV worker. I don't know much about all the government jobs. I try to stay away from the government as much as possible. And then it just goes up from there, all the way up to the judges. And I'm fairly sure it goes above that too, up into the mayor or city council or whatever. I don't know what's above a judge. Like I said, I don't really follow government crap. I know. You're saying, creepy, that's nothing new. We already know the government's corrupt. They've been stealing our money and stuff for years. You ain't telling us nothing new. You don't understand, though. Yes, there is corruption in every city, in every town across America. That is true. We all know this. But each town and each city has a certain level of corruption, or what kind of corruption they do. I am saying that the corruption here in Flailer County is a staggering amount. So much that, like, I've never seen corruption like that. And I've lived in a lot of states in these great United of States. I knew that this was the flail capital of Oregon, if not the United States itself. I knew that there was a lot of flailers. But that knowledge did not prepare me for the amount of flailers there actually were. You think a lot, and you're like, okay, a lot. But I mean, there's a lot. You have to really experience it to really understand it. Like, I could read about doing brain surgery, but can I do brain surgery? It might be a little different. Stab you in the back, come back around with your friend again so they can grab the knife, pull it out, stab you in the back a couple more times. Then they'll chase the person they say stabbed you in the back, hunt them down, beat the crap out of them for you, bring them back all bloody and be like, I got him. That's the son of a bitch that stabbed you in the back. And then you know what they do? They stab you in the back again. They don't care. They'll steal your car battery and then sell it back to you. They will rob you and then come wanting to kick your ass because they can't get no money for your useless crap. Like, why didn't you have better shit for me to steal? What the hell? You best get out there and hustle, son. It's insane. And the law enforcement so far I've seen, or lack of seeing, is weird. That's another paradox. It's like we've opened Pandora's box here, people. Because you will see no cops whatsoever for the longest of time. No state cops, no sheriffs, nothing. No city cops. I mean, I've learned that you can do crime here. It's actually kind of the flailer way. I used to wear my seatbelt, drive the speed limit, stop at stoplights and stop signs, basically follow traffic laws. I used to. You try to do that here in Flailer County, you sure could have pissed everybody off because nobody else is following those rules. You're going to get people hurt. So now, I don't wear a seatbelt because if I crash, I want to go straight through the window. I don't want to limp away from that. I drive at max speed. It's like driving NASCAR. I ignore all stop signs and stoplights if I can. If that means running it, so be it. If that means cutting through a parking lot and taking a back alley, do it. You don't want to be stopped because that is the amount of time that a flailer can jump into your front seat and you got a face licker jumped into your back seat going and God knows what else. That's a situation you don't want to be in. Flailers are much like zombies. I've stated this before. Luckily, I have the protection of Harry and his friends to a certain degree. I know that I have been in places that I should not have been. That if just a normal person were to walk into certain places that Harry has sent me, that they would have been face licked and flailed to death.
Oh.
To invest in flail when you're here because it's a better currency. It's accepted everywhere, where American U.S. currency is not accepted everywhere here. And the city and the cops are all in on it. They are, to my knowledge, the ones controlling it all. I don't know if people have put this together yet. But everyone's terrified of them. You want to know why? Because they don't care at all. They have executed people in the street during the day in full view of everybody. They actually do it every once in a while just to make sure that everybody here remembers who's in charge. Every once in a while, you've got to do a public